Hi, everybody. Today I want to talk to you. Everybody talks about manifestation. On the internet, everybody's talking about manifesting this and manifesting that. And what does that mean? Does it mean to manifest something? Well, it goes back to the frequency that I've talked about in other videos that I've done, and that you want to be on the same frequency as that thing that you want to manifest. So if you think of it as a radio, excuse me, on the radio, when you turn the dial to 90.9, you're going on FM, you're going to get a certain channel, radio station, right? It's one radio station, and they are broadcasting whatever it is they broadcast. Well, in my area, that's classical music. 90.9 is classical music. But if you want to listen to hip hop or any other kind of rock music or anything, you have to go to a different frequency, because you can't hear rock music on 90.9. They don't play it. If you want hip hop, you have to go to a different one. I mean, I don't listen to either rock or hip hop anymore, but I don't know what the numbers are. Anyway, you have to go to a different frequency in order to get that. So if you think of your life as a radio, everything that you have in your life today is on the frequency that you're dialed into. You've dialed into Barbara 101. Here it is. Everything in my life is right here. But if I want something in my life that's not here right now, I have to get to the next frequency where that thing resides. It's not here on my frequency because it's not here in my life yet. So what I have to do is to, first of all, be very clear about what I want and make a committed decision about what I want. And then I begin to act and be, not just act, but be the kind of person that already has that thing in her life. So let me give you another example. I was living in McLean, Virginia, and I wanted to move. I didn't know where I wanted to move to, but I started spending a lot of time in Alexandria. I was going over to take sailing lessons on the river. I would go over and have dinner. I would do things. And so I was beginning to be in Alexandria. And then I hadn't made a decision yet to do it. But one day I'm driving to Alexandria, and I see this phone number for an apartment building, and I just decided to call them up on the spot, call them up. So the more I was, or the more that I had been in Alexandria, the more in tune I got with that frequency of being in Alexandria. And all of a sudden, one day, I'm driving down the street, I see this phone number, and I make the decision. So my frequency had finally gotten to where I was in Alexandria. It just is a matter of becoming the kind of person who lives in Alexandria. So I spent time there. I spent money there. I did activities there. So more and more that I did that, I became an Alexandrian. So that I lived in Alexandria for a long time and planning to go back as well. So that's the kind of how it works. If you want to, they always say, dress for the job that you want, not the job that you have. So you need to become the person who has that job. What are the tasks that person does? Do you know how to do it? Study, learn, read, meet people who do that. Get involved in activities that are around that action, that thing you want to become. So this is how you get onto that frequency. You have to generate the energy that you need in order to become that kind of a person who does that. And eventually, as you work your way up through the frequencies. There's an infinite amount of frequencies, right? And the top of this one is connected to the bottom of the next one, and vice versa. So you work your way up until you get to the level that you want to be, where that thing is that you want to be. And you begin to change, and the next thing you know, you're doing it. So you just have to do it incrementally, always focused on what you want, always focused on what you want. And the other thing is, as soon as you ask for what you want, it's given to you. So that you don't have to ask anymore. You just have to start to be happy, be grateful, do the things that are involved in that. So that's how you change your frequency in order to attract different things into your life. And, people make it sound spooky, but it's actually work. You have to work at it. It's not something that magically happens. It's something that you begin to focus on, and what you focus on gets stronger. The more you focus on it, the more you want it, the more you're going to focus on it, and the more you're going to do things in line in order to be able to get it. So it starts with knowing clearly what you want, making a decision to get it, and then doing the things you need to do to get there, and it will happen. So I hope you find this helpful. Have a great day. Bye.